Hello viewers, welcome to CodeForAny. Fruit markets, Node.js inside today to make this year the most important API need to develop here. For the app sides, we need to making here the home screen API. We need to inside here the multiple categories showing here like here the dry fruits, vegetables, fruits. Like this is the main category. Inside we need to select it here the specific tabs like here the fruits. Inside we need to subcategory and inside we need to get this here the multiple items need to availables. Need to making here the this API. Now need to first of all the need here the creates API. Need to copy this API for the address and to paste this here. Now need to change this here home and like this here the API we need to set this here. Now need to clean here for this data and also need to make sure so need to pass this here the categories names. Need to types need to pass here for this API. We need to write down here creates first of all so need to call here helper dot delogs and we need to print this here's request dot body like here's now need to where request object is equal to request dot body like this you need to set here. Now helper dot so need to call this here the check parameters valid so need to call here. Now need to pass this here the response and we need to set this here the request object and inside we need to pass this here the users underscore not users main gets underscore id. You need to need these parameters for this API like here need to call here. Now we need to first of all to get here the main categories wise. We need to get this here the subcategories list. Need to get here. Need to call like here the DB query and need to pass this query. Need to already open this here and we need to go SQL's select query and we need to set this here the status is not equal to 2 and need to call this here the main categories specific category need to needs here. Now need to remove here the created dates modified dates need to non needs here need to clean here. Now need to cut this query and we need to paste this here. Now control Z and then after so need to set here the array set here the errors and result we need to put here. Now we need to set here if errors. Then we need to call this here the helper dot throw HTML errors. We need to set here errors and result and return here these functions. Now we need to get this here data. After we need to check here if result and first of all we need to pass this here the all data request object dot main category ID like here so need to get this here the all subcategory for specific this main category. After we need to check here the results length more than 0 then we need to creating here the else parts we need to set here the response.json first of all and to set here the status set here 1 and need to give this here the payload and now need to set here fruits as a blank array. We need to pass for this category. Need to set here like here. Now need to get here the all things. Now first of all making here the one SQL query for this UI SQL for the getting here the item SQL is equal to need to get this here the list now another tables for the item details and we need to select this here the categories like here select and you need to copy this query. Need to need this here the item ID. Need to remove here the created dates and modified dates no needs and also not needs here the status. Now we need to make sure for this category we need to only here the active category we need to show, need to change these conditions first of all, and also need to same conditions need to put here status is equal to 1, and need to write down here the categories id, need to set here this category id like here, and set here the question mark like here, and we need to set here the limit is most important, limit set here the I for I data only get this category base this records like this, making here the query, and we need to put here for some columns like here. Now need to write down here the SQLs. By default need to set here the blank and value array. Inside we need to set here the all data. Now need to all this here the for each loop, so need to use this here to write down here for each and like this, and to give this here the array this result like here, and we need to get this here the get object like here state, and we need to write down here SQLs is equal to plus SQL items like so we need to pass here and the value array inside we need to write down here push methods we need to call here, and we need to pass this here the data of the categories. Now request object see object dots we need to push here the id of this category, need to pass here to write down here this cat id paste this here. Next we need to making here the multiples query, we need to create here the single query. Now need to call here the db query, and we need to set here the data inside. We need to first ones need to give this here the SQLs, then after we need to pass this here the value of this array value array like years, and we need to get this here the errors and result. This is the way for the quick we need to getting this here the all records if you calling here the for loop inside the getting here the, and to fetch this here the one by one records this better way need to use this here the multiple statements need to calling here and to get this here the quick answers so results need to getting here for this api. Now first ones need to check here so need to result items like here, and need to check here the errors like here, and need to call this here the again for each loops like here results and set here, and we need to write down here where I is equal to 0, and this here I plus 1 like this. Now we need to call here the result, and result item is good check here I, and need to assign this here the name items is equal to need to give this here the items paste this here and to semicolons like this we need to getting here the whole data. Now we need to print here the response JSONs, and to set this here the status set here one, and to set here payload. Now we need to set here the result, we need to pass here this array, need to give here and to response returning here. Now need to save, and this API are the done, and make sure we need to use this here the image Need to find out here the case, and for image now need to copy here, and we need to replace this data for the full path of this image. Here's paste and replace. Maybe need to change here single, and here is this data. Save here and making done. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any question, so please write down the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care. And tomorrow to start this here, the user apps parts on it to starting with here the API calls. Already making here the designs are the done. Every day we need to complete this quick to this playlist and to start new.